Welcome to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. This podcast is here to help you to conquer your big goals. Because the big things in your life that you want to accomplish and achieve, they're going to take more than one step. And this podcast is here to help you develop the right mindset, to take the actions, to keep moving forward and making progress towards your big goals. That way, you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it too. I'm your host, Nick Mazie. Let's get started. Well, welcome. Glad you're here and joining in today. Here we can talk about having that right mindset to conquer your goals. Before we dive into today's episode, if you've been around the podcast the last few weeks, then you know I've been asking what your number one biggest challenge is that you face in conquering your goals. And you can go to nickmazie.com/survey and let me know. But if you don't feel like taking the survey and just want to answer that one big question of the number one biggest challenge, just go to nickmazie.com. If you're on a desktop or a tablet, it should be on the side. You can just type in where it says ask for that. Or if you're on your phone, it'll probably be at the bottom where it just asks for the number one biggest challenge that you face. Either way, it'd be a huge help. That way the material can be more relevant to you, and that's what I want for this podcast. So thanks for doing that. On to today's episode. Today is a great time if you're listening or just joining in for the first time. It's an awesome time that you're here because today we're starting a new series. It's going to be about choosing your mindset to achieve goals and enjoy life. Because mindsets are a powerful thing. Yes, we have to take the actions necessary to actually achieve the goal, but the mindset that we have, how we choose to view it and experience life and in all our situations, that plays such a big role in actually achieving what we want to achieve and being able to enjoy the journey to achieving those goals. See, and I think the two things go hand in hand. The achieving of the goals and the enjoying life. So when you have that right mindset, it can help you to achieve the goals, take the actions necessary, do the steps, all those things, and actually achieve what you want to achieve. The right mindset can help you to make it happen. But it also can help you to enjoy the journey to achieving those goals. Because life is the journey. You don't want to be miserable the whole way and expect to be just miraculously happy once you achieve a goal. That's not the solution, or at least in my mind, that's not the solution. I want to work toward achieving my goals, so that I can enjoy the benefits and the results once I achieve them and enjoy the journey to get there. And the right mindset can help with both of those. So let's get things started. I'm going to tell you about John. John is overweight. John knows he needs to lose at least 30 pounds because his weight's starting to impact his health and leading to other negative medical conditions. That's not where John wants to be. John also has kind of a negative mindset. He sees all the challenges and obstacles that are in his way that will be difficult for him to overcome. He sees the things that are going to be a challenge to him and the ways that he might fail. In fact, just about every day, John ends up thinking that I'm going to fail. This is the worst thing I've ever tried to do. There's no way that I can do this. It will be such a struggle. And as he's trying to lose weight, those are the things that he's telling himself. He tells himself those things, and the worst part about it is he actually begins to believe them. Deep down, he thinks that he is going to fail and that this is the worst thing he's ever tried to do, trying to lose this weight. Okay. Well, now, let me tell you about Sandy. Sandy's also overweight. Sandy, she has struggled with her weight for a long time too. But unlike John, Sandy knows that she can make these changes, that she knows that the hard work that she's going to have to put into improving her health will pay off. She knows that she's the one that's going to experience the benefits of that hard work. And she tells herself, I can lose this weight. I can get healthy. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but that hard work's worth it. Because it's worth the effort, because I'm the one that's going to experience the benefits and enjoy the results that I'm going to get. See, Sandy adheres to a rigorous exercise routine and begins to eat healthy. As Sandy works toward her goals, she encourages herself, reminds herself of her goal, the progress that she's making, and she begins to see the benefits of her efforts even before other people begin to see them. See, Sandy truly knows exactly what she is doing, the results that she will get for doing, and the reasons why she's doing it. Okay, so those are two different little scenarios and people that I made up. Completely fictional, not anybody I know. Okay, so between Sandy and John, which one do you think will achieve their goal? Well, I think Sandy, but which one about you? See, I didn't say that John didn't have a rigorous exercise routine, or he didn't have a specific schedule that he stuck to, or that he wasn't eating healthy. I didn't say anything about that. All I did is really talk about John's mindset. And already, most likely, you're thinking that, hey, Sandy's going to be the one that's going to achieve that goal of losing that 30 pounds. Now, forget about the outcome or the results for a moment. Between Sandy and John, which one do you think is going to enjoy the journey most? Well, I'm going to step out on a limb here, and I'm thinking that you're guessing Sandy. I know I did. Because Sandy's encouraging herself. She's telling herself about the progress that she's making and reminding herself of the reasons why she's striving to achieve those results. What the benefits are going to be. See, Sandy is developing that right mindset that's going to help keep her moving forward and enjoying the journey to get there. She's not focusing on the negative and the things that could go wrong and how much of a struggle it is like John. See, John's thinking about the struggle so much that it becomes so real and it's just going to be miserable. Now, either one may achieve the result. Either one could lose weight. They might get healthier physically. But if they both lost those 30 pounds, which one do you think would keep it off? Well, I'm going to step out on another limb and say that, hey, it's probably going to be Sandy. Because Sandy, she's staying on the positive side of things. She knows those benefits and is really experiencing them. And she probably enjoyed the journey to getting healthier more than John did. And when we enjoy something, it's easier to do. And see, so mindset, all of that was about the mindset that they chose to have and what they chose to tell themselves and remind themselves of. And mindsets, see, they can be broken up into many, many different categories. You may have heard of a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. And that I can attribute to Carol Dweck's book, Mindset. Excellent book. Go get it if you'd like. I'll put a link in the show notes for you. Or I'm sure you've heard of abundant mindsets or limited mindsets. But sometimes people are more open, have an open mindset. They're open to the possibilities. Or someone's mindset might be more closed. That they think they know everything and that there's not going to be anything new coming in. Or just simply a positive mindset or a negative mindset. One that chooses to see more of the positive things or one that chooses to see more of the negative things. See, a negative or limiting mindset, they might focus on the struggle, how difficult it is going to be. They might see just the pain and the effort that they have to go through as being a royal pain. Those negative thoughts and the negative focus, and that kind of tends to be miserable. Or you have the positive kind of the mindset that sees the opportunities. See, they can still be hardworking. It still be a ton of effort, and it can be difficult. But they're willing to put forth the effort because they see the effort as being worth it. It's worth the effort to do the work to experience the results. The work's not bad because it's purposeful. It's rewarding. They see and experience those rewards and know that they're there, know that they're coming, and therefore they put forth the work to get there. Now, between all the different kinds of mindsets, here we're just looking at simply helpful or not helpful. It might be a growth mindset, an abundant, a positive one, one that sees the opportunities, whatever. I want to have a mindset that is going to help me to achieve my goals and enjoy life. And so that's what we're going to talk about. I want you to succeed at conquering your goals too. You want to have the mindset that's going to help you to do just that. Now, yes, you can take the actions to conquer your goals regardless of whatever mindset that you have. But having that right mindset that's helpful, it's going to make those actions a little bit easier. It's going to make you help you to enjoy the journey too. Now, some people are just born with a particular mindset, and that can make it easy for them. Yeah, that's probably true. But what about everybody else? What if you weren't born with that mindset that you just automatically see the positive side of things, that taking action is easy for you and you're always moving forward? Well, if you weren't born with that mindset, then it might take some work to develop that. But the wonderful thing about being a human is that we can adapt and change, make the improvements and adjustments necessary so we can keep moving forward toward our goals. It's just true. You can do it. So what it comes down to is what you choose to focus on. Because where you choose to place your focus, it grows. So choose where you focus. Your mindset has the ability to make things easier, or it can make things seem a lot harder. It can make it easier to take action, make progress and improvements, and even focus. Your mindset can do all those things because it makes those things easier and more enjoyable because you see them as being easy and enjoyable. But if you don't watch out, your mindset could do the opposite, and it can make all those valuable steps that you need to take moving forward, it can make them so much harder. That negative mindset can make the things that you need to do and want to do all but impossible. It can become such a challenge to move forward and take action, make the progress, or focus, because that negative mindset will tell you it's so difficult, that it's such a struggle. And it can end up ruining your chances to achieve your goals and enjoy life. Yes, some people were just born with that perfect mindset that makes it so easy for them. I'm kind of jealous. But that doesn't matter. I and you can still take the steps necessary to adjust our mindsets so that we can take those actions and it can be a little bit easier. Let me tell you the simplest example that I have of what this looks like. Have you ever heard an inspiring story? Well, if you have, then you know it's possible for people to overcome barriers and challenges and make progress toward their goals. It's that simple. You know that it's true because people have done it. People have overcome just huge challenges. And if they can do it, well, then most likely you can too. You can overcome the barriers and challenges in your way so that you can achieve your goal. And whenever you hear that really inspiring story or hear that motivational speaker and that really something rings true for you and you feel fired up, you feel grateful for all the things that you have, well, that's it. When you hear something and it resonates with you, then for a little bit of time, you can be changed. You can have that mindset, even if it's short-lived. So if you can have that short-lived mindset that's very positive, that sees the opportunities, that's motivating, where you appreciate what you got and you're just enjoying life and you're in that moment, if that's possible, then kind of try to keep it there. Keep it there by reminding yourself of the things that you want to believe that will help you to succeed in the areas that are important to you. Would it help you if you believed that you could overcome any challenge in your way? Well, yes. So then remind yourself of that. And when you tell yourself something enough, you'll begin to believe it, and you'll really believe it. This thing, self-talk, when you tell yourself something enough that you end up believing it, it works. The problem is a lot of times people use it for the negative. Well, we want to use it for the positive. So you want to begin to tell yourself the things that you need to believe that are going to help you to achieve your goals and enjoy life. And then you'll begin to experience that belief in everyday life, and that's what shapes your actions and then ultimately your results because it's shaped your mindset. So what do you need to believe? What would help you to achieve your goals if you really truly believed it? What would help it make it easier to take the actions necessary to achieve your goals if you believed? What would help you to enjoy life? What belief would help you to really enjoy your life and the progress towards your goals and everything? So over the next few weeks, we're going to go over different areas, of key things that you can remind yourself of to help keep you moving forward, making progress, conquering goals, and enjoying life. So make sure that you're subscribed. Stay tuned. Don't miss a single episode, because that's what we're going to be diving into. All about shaping the mindset to achieve goals and enjoy life. Well, that's today's episode. And hey, you've made it all the way to the end of one of my longer episodes. So that must mean that you're enjoying this podcast. And with that, please rate and review it. And just about any app that you're listening to it on, or if you're on the iTunes or Apple Podcast app, that'd be a huge help too. But most podcast apps that people listen to these days have some sort of way to review the podcast. That'd be a big help and help more people find it, and that way they can catch the rest of this series too. So thanks for reviewing the podcast. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon.